All right, let's start heading over to the Spiegel Spire, and let's get going. Whee! All right, yes, thank you, I know. Right, BCSBuster, go ahead and peep for me. The door. Yeah. Okay. Oh, wait, you know what? I'm going to throw Millie in the party. Just so she can whistle better. Zoop, and zoop, zoop, zoop. Yep. Yes, I know. Okay, let's peep it open. Great, there we go. Okay, cool, let's get going. Millie, do your thing. Okay, at this point, yeah. I pretty much just turbo mode through everything. Okay, and there's from our first battle. I'll show you this, because Spooky Aura, BCSBuster learns Absorb Magic. Terry's getting rockin'. Ashlyn learns Absorb Magic. Yeah, first level of Sage. Pretty good. Okay, there's battle 1. There you go. And again, I like turbo passes. I mean, I have 280 battles to win. Hammond's merchant level increases and learns Body Slam. Nice. Yeah, so right out of the gate, we got a couple abilities learned, just like that. Okay, it's too sudden to move, because again, they think that Lizzie's a dragon, or Carver's a dragon. Yeah, no, just go through the grinding process. And there you go. Yeah, this is what I would do. Just turbo mode through the battles. If you run into trouble, just heal. And actually, I'd say you can put on the Sacred Armor, but chances are, Millie, we're gonna win the battles in the first round. And Gawain's martial art level increases. Very nice. Yeah, this isn't about getting HP. This is just about vocation grinding. There you go. There you go. And very good. This whistle does make things very useful as a luminary. Very good. Oh, how did they get the first jump? There you go. If you ever need to, you can just use a... And actually, what I'm probably going to do is just to save time, I'll give BCSBuster the Staff of Ghent. Who has it? Terry has it. Now BCSBuster will have it. Awesome. Cool. Let's definitely save my states as well. Okay, just a minute. Alright, cool. And BCSBuster, why don't you choose the Staff of Ghent? So if you ever run into trouble, just use the Staff again, you'll be fine. There you go. Ow! Don't like that fierce fire. Wish you could rearrange the, I wish you could rearrange the, order of your spells. So that way, I could get to the whistle faster. because that would be very helpful. I should keep track of how many battles this is, but... Ah, there's BCSBuster, Sage's level increase. Very nice. And he learns another very valuable spell, Insulate. Insulatal? I think it's supposed to be Insulate, but... yeah, what that does is that nullifies ice and magic attacks. So that can be really helpful if you don't have that kind of equipment. Yeah, so that's a really useful ability. Yeah, so turbo mode, this will go pretty quickly. Down. Awesome. So whistle makes this a lot easier, obviously. It doesn't make it fun, but it makes it easier. And Terry gains a priest level. Actually, we don't really care about showing that off because... yeah, I don't care about showing that off because... we've seen that 1,000 times. Cool.
All right, Gawain's gaining more levels. This is great. Got that wind sickles finally. That's good. I love that they're too stunned to move. That's great. Having a dragon in your party is very helpful. Can't wait for Carver to max out the dragon vocation. That's going to be really good. All right, good. Those Ionosphoruses can be annoying. But, you know, it's all good. Ah, Lizzie's priest level. Ooh, now we're starting to get going. Now, what I like about Lizzie becoming a more powerful priest is that when she turns back into a dragon vocation, she can help you out in a pinch because like she has great natural resistances to magic and she has a ton of HP. So that's the reason why I like making her a priest, so she can help out in a pinch. Oh, somebody actually gained a level. Oh, it's Gawain. Excellent. right. Ooh, Amos gains a merchant level. Ah, service call. That's interesting. Now, what's cool about service call? I'll show you this real quick. Yeah, it can summon on-the-spot aid with a sonorous shout. So that can be like an inn. I'll show you out on the world map. But yeah, he can like get help with an inn, with a weapon store, or an item store. It can be good. How's he doing, by the way? Oh, Lizzie's close. This is good. Oh, Amos is close too. Excellent. I don't like that too much. They blew up on me. That's not fun. In fact, because of that, Sage of Stone time. Wait, who has the Sage of Stone? Who has it? Did I miss something? Who's got the Sage of Stone? Oh, Let's go check and see who has that. Who did I give the Sage of Stone to? Oh, Millie has it. Back to BCSBuster. BCSBuster, do your thing. There you go. Nice. And a level for Lizzie. Excellent. Very good. And a level for Ashlyn. Good. Hey, Terry's priest level increases. And he's doing good as well. So this is nice. Okay, just here. Pull out my information here. Okay, great. Excellent, I like that. Gotta heal up Millie again. Hey, and now BCSBuster gets another Sage level. That's great. And he learns Oomph, which you don't really need because you got the Sword of Ramius. But he learns Bazoom, which can send enemies far away. So now we have somebody, which is, what I like about this is if you, we now have 2 people that can increase attack power, which is nice. Hey, and then there's Millie's Luminary level increases. And she learns an excellent ability, the Hustle Dance. And what that does, well, you know what? I'll go ahead and show you. Actually, no, I probably won't, but I'll show you what that does here. So the Hustle Dance, what that does, if I can find it, there it is. Yeah, restores at least 70 HP to all. So it's basically like multi-heal, but for free, which is really cool. So let's use that. I'll show you that here real fast. Do the hustle. Yeah, but there you go. So that can be a really useful ability. Carver's dragon level increases, and he learns freezing blizzard. Nice. Okay, let's try putting this to use here. Where's freezing breath? Let's try it. There you go, good shot. Nice. Ow. Stop it. Nice. Yeah, now we're rocking. This is good. For grinding, I'll just use regular attacks because I can defeat these things easily, but having that a little bit later on is going to be really helpful. Oh, man. Okay, that wasn't so bad. All right, Terry's getting his priest level up. Oh, and Gawain is getting his brown belt level up. This is good. He's well on the way to becoming a paladin. This is great. He's getting there. And she's almost done with priest, which is good. Ow! Stop it. Oops. Somehow moved out of position. Oops. All right, and Lizzie maxes out her priest vocation, so that's really, 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 really good. Okay, now we'll take a break to go get her to her new vocation. So let's get that done. All right, so we're going to start by let Hermes head in the air. Alltrades Abbey. See how many. Actually, it'd be good to check and see how many we've got left to go. Okay, so she's still going. Yes, we'll get that fixed. Got it. Excellent. That'll be quick. Huh? Okay, so I'll be back here pretty quick. Great. Will do. Yeah, I'll be back here pretty quick. It looks like then because someone was on 7. Yeah, Amos was. So yeah, I'll be back here pretty quick. But in the meantime, all right. Now for Lizzie, next thing that we want to do is we want to get her rocking on the martial arts vocation. because we want to get her on the path to being a being a paladin. So let's get that going. Awesome. Yeah, because what I can do is, and you'll see why I'm going to have her be a paladin eventually. But mostly it's because she can eventually learn forbearance as a paladin. And with all of her resistances and high HP, we're pretty much, well, not invincible, but we can sustain a lot of damage, which is really nice. All right, let's head back. And we'll finish up with Amos there. Whee! Zububby, zubububby. All right. Let's peep. All right, very good. And we're back at it. All right, getting it started already. Another level for Gawain, which is great. There it is, and Amos maxes out the merchant vocation. Call to arms. That can be a fun... A bone steak? What the hell is that? Oh, it's a weapon. Huh. Interesting. Well, throw that in the bag. Could be interesting. But yeah, all right. So now we got some good stuff here. All right. Yeah, so I'll show you this here real quick with Amos. The service call. A traveling weapons merchant appears. Yeah, so that could be kind of, again, not really that useful, but yeah, get you some really good stuff. I think it gets you the most, like, advanced weapon shop you've been to. Allows you to get that there. So that can be kind of cool. But it can get an armor shop, an inn, an item shop. So that could be kind of helpful, I suppose. All right, and you can find some treasure and stuff, and that's really good. Okay, awesome. Cool. Let us go get his vocation changed. And with Amos, I now want to get him going Yes, fine. Yes, I would. And for Amos, I now want to get him going on the thief vocation. Because that will, I want to get that maxed next. Because that will allow me to get to another level 2 vocation, which you have to have when you've maxed the Monster Master, the Merchant, and the Thief. So, let's do that. Yes. So you can see the stats there. Good. Yep. Excellent. Very good. No, I think we're good. Let's see how we're doing here. Yeah, still got a little ways to go, but we're doing good. This is going well. All right, let's head back. Whee! Let's do it. There it is. And Sandstorm is the first ability. I think they can put stand in their eyes, I think. So. Call to Arms is cool. You can use money to get some additional help, which can be helpful, I suppose. All right, cool. Hey, and we get another Sage level. Fantastic. And we learned Tidal Wave, which is kind of cool. And Summon, which is kind of cool. I'll show those abilities here in a second. Because those are actually pretty useful abilities. Yeah, so let's take it here. We got some Rhinoceroses. Now with this, let's see, Tidal Wave. Massive Ocean. Oh. I guess I have to do it in the sea? Maybe I'll try summoning here. I'll try summoning here. Because I know I can do that. Okay, let's try summon. It does cost MP, which is fine. Ooh, Diego appears and enjoys that. Yeah, so when you use summon, what that does is it creates a random NPC to show up. Ow! Stop it. Yeah, so they got this. Yeah, they got this thing that could really be helpful. So, yeah, so that's kind of cool. Definitely. Well, actually, do you have full heal? Well, I might as well use the staff again. So we can save MP. Not that it really matters. And level for Carver. Very good. Ooh, good increase in HP. And Lizzie's martial art level increases. Fine. Problems there. All right, and Amos's thief level increases. Eye for distance. Yeah, that's good. And I think what that does is it locates nearby settlements. So basically, you can just kind of look around and see if there's anything there. So not super helpful, but it's there. love that being too stunned to move. That's great. Always good. I don't like this. What is it? How do my characters that are so overpowered, you know, not be able to or get attacked on? That's weird. All right, Terry's priest level increases. And he learns Kabuff too, and Gawain's martial art level increases. Very good. Level for Millie, good. All right, Amos's thief level going up. Ooh, stone's throw. I think that just means he can throw a stone, which is fine. Not super helpful. Lizzie can just whoop so much ass. It's awesome. Just wait till she becomes a dragon again. It's even better. All right, another level for Lizzie. All right. And she learns Harvest Moon. Very nice. Is that her max? No, almost. And I can show Harvest Moon off, I think. Let's see. Launch a whirling attack against all enemies. That's kind of cool. Sweet. Yeah, that's good stuff. What's the other one I was going to show off? Oh yeah, I'll show off lightning too. So it's not too great, but I think it's like a free zap essentially. But I get a level for Gawain, very good. I like it. I like that he's getting levels. He needs to be, because that's going to make we actually get him into Slimopolis. That'll make it a lot easier. Level for Amos. Ooh, good increase in HP.
like that. Alright, another level for Amos. And shove, just push those enemies out of the way. They blow us away, which is fine. Then we just use the Sage's Stone and it's all good. I can get like a free round of healing here, because they didn't notice me. Alright, another level for Terry. Level for Terry, good. Oh, on level for BCSBuster, the man. Yes, another level for Carver. Oh, he learned Scorch. Okay, I'll show this one off, because now we're starting to get into Carver's really good stuff here. Okay, let's defend, just so I can show you this here. Where is it? There's Scorch. Now watch this. And that's not even his best one. Yeah, look at this. It's not even his best one yet. Trust me, it's about to get a lot better. Oh, I don't like being confused. That's not good. No big deal, but... Another level for Lizzie. Good. Hey, and Lizzie learns Inferno. Now, she actually learns that on her own. So, that's that's another reason why you don't have to necessarily do the dragon vocation right away, is because she learns some of these abilities on her own, but it's not her best one. She learns her like an even incredible natural one a little bit later on. Alright, another level for the Sage for BCSBuster. And this is why I wanted to start leveling up the Sage, because he learns multi-heal. And now we have another person that can use multi-heal in the party, which is great. And Fissure, which is kind of cool. And Ashlyn gets that too. So we have two people that can use multi-heal in a pinch, which now I don't have to rely on Healy to do that, which is great. Now I can just save Healy for multi-heal. Oops, I didn't mean to turbo mode past that. My bad. This I didn't mean to turbo mode past though. Because save some time.
amazing how much ass I can whoop now. All right, very good. All right, another level for Amos and the Thief. Storyteller, all right. And Pressure Pointer, nice. And another level for Gawain. See, I didn't even need to level him up with the Metal King slimes. He's doing it on his own. Nice. A level for Ashlyn. Oh yeah, it is nice and roomy in there. Stop it. Yes, I got it. I wish the person playing this game would actually push the right buttons. There you go. All right. Excellent. Yes, I like when they don't notice me. That makes me very happy. I think it's funny, they like you whistle them, but then they don't notice that I'm there. That's kind of weird. All right, and now Terry's got thwack and full heal. Awesome. So he can definitely, again, he can continue to be a huge help.
Man, Amos's thief levels are rising real fast. Padfoot is good. That means you can... Padfoot is actually a useful ability. Because, oh, this is kind of cool. That's kind of cool. I didn't realize you could do that. And then Padfoot lowers the risk of being detected by monsters. So, basically you have free access to holy water, which that actually can be kind of useful. Heal up here. Oh shoot. Oops. I should be okay. But yeah, I forgot to heal up Lizzie there. I've fought pretty much every combination of enemy you can fight. And again, I don't care about going to fight those metal slimes because it doesn't matter. This is a lot faster. And another level for Gawain. Oh, he's doing great. He's at level 30 now. Now, Slimeopolis is going to be awesome when he becomes a paladin. All right, Lizzie's continuing to move up the ranks. How far along is she? Our mastery level is doing really well. Luminary's taking a long time. I think Millie would have gotten it by now. All right, another one for Gawain. Learns heave ho. Okay, let's see. Yeah, no one's mastered anything yet, right? Okay. I was like, I didn't screw up, did I? Which is entirely possible. Alright, and BCSBuster is a genius, but we knew that already. And now he learns Crackle and Kazing! Yeah! So now we can actually bring our party back to life with some semblance of usefulness. Who would have thought? Ah, and there it is. Millie gets the final one, and she gets Song of Salvation, which is a really cool ability. So that's maxed out. I am going to keep her here for a little while, though. Because now... Oh, I should also mention, when she... when you become a Master of the Luminary, you also gain plus 15 in style, which is going to be helpful when it's time for us to go do the... get the final round of the Chateau de Sass contest. So that's the reason I wanted to max her out at this point. So, okay, let's see what some of these abilities do. The Song of Salvation does. I think it brings people back to life. Let me just check. Yeah, resurrects fallen allies, so that can be pretty helpful in a pinch if you need it to be. So there you go, take these guys out real fast. I'm also keeping her around so she can whistle. I guess I could change up her vocation, though. Yeah, I should probably just at least go change up her vocation. Because, I mean, I can always turn her back into a luminary for the contest. I may as well do that now that I'm thinking about it. Because I just need her there to whistle, and it really doesn't matter what she does after that. Great. Whee! Okay, let's see. I'm pulling up my guide here and what I want to do. All right, and next thing I want to do is I want to turn Millie into a mage. That's right. Because I eventually want to get her as the start to work on our mentalist. So yeah, let's change vocations. Now that she's got that mastered, which again I'll turn her back into that eventually. But right now let's get her on our mage because I want her to start learning Kafrizzle at that point because I want to get her into an R mentalist. Eventually, so we'll get her to work on that. So sure, mage, great. Awesome, very nice. She will indeed. No, we're doing good. How quickly are we getting to be maxing our vocations? Let's find out. Let's see. Yes. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Whew, that's a lot. Okay, great. Fine. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. 38? That's gonna take a long time. Career advancement is hard. Oh well. Back to the Spico Spire we go. Whee! That's 58 battles, and that doesn't even get up to his max. Like, I'm telling you, when I said this was going to take a while, I wasn't kidding. But it's going to be so worth it. Trust me. Millie gets it started, but that's fine. All right, very good. There you go. I don't even know if Millie's taking a bit of an HP hit, but it's fine. She's still got pretty high defense, so it should be fine. Should be, but who the hell knows? Millie's the only one that's affected by the cool breath? That was kind of annoying. I don't know how that happens. Oh boy. Okay, good. Phew. Good chance for me to get some free healing. Again, Millie should be fine. Don't imagine she wouldn't be, but... You never know. There you go. All right, very good. Hey, and Terry's done with the. Oh my gosh, what was my brain? He's done with the priest vocation, which is great. So that's good. So now I can get him on going on the next thing right away. So let's get him back to. Let's get the Hermes hat in the air. There it is. Whee! All right. So now the reason that I wanted to have that done is because now with Terry, we can go up to him and start to make him, yes, we're going to change vocations, and we can start to make him a paladin. Yeah, which is an awesome vocation. Look at those increases in stats. Strength. Basically, with the paladin vocation, you don't suffer any penalties at all. So you can say his MP doesn't change, style doesn't change, all that stuff. Anything only goes up, so there's no penalties for that, which I think is awesome. He does really well as a paladin. So let's definitely get that going with him. There you go. That's really good. I'm so glad he's got them. And he actually has a quick path to the paladin because of he has a quick path to the paladin because he starts with warrior and martial artist mastered. So that's cool. And he's already at level 5 with gladiator, so that's really good. So I'm really happy about that. So that's a huge upgrade for Terry. He's now he's in real good shape. So that's really good. All right. And back at it now. So let's head back to the Spiegel Spire. Whee! All right, now let's peep. All right, let's go back to work. You've done good, Millie, real good. There you go. And selflessness is the first ability that Terry learns, which is I think you sacrifice some of your own stuff to I can't remember. Wow. How is it that we are afraid of these things? Like, we can whoop their asses, but... All right, Millie's mage level goes up. Another level for Lizzie. Good. It's awesome. another level for Gawain. I love it. This is why I brought him along, because now Slimeopolis will be a piece of cake. All right, and Amos is now a crime boss. Ooh, nose for treasure. Yeah, so that's an interesting ability. What that can do is... apparently he can search around for treasure, which could be helpful, I guess? Maybe? I don't know. Definitely need to use Sage of Stone. There you go. Fear Fire is dangerous. But we got a level for Carver. Good increase in HP. God, he's rocking that Dragon Vocation. It's real good. And there it is. Oh, wait. Don't care about that. Lizzie's martial art level increases. This is good. Okay, what's her? I get her. I need Gawain to finish up. We're doing pretty good, I think. And a level for Millie. Ah, Terry's Paladin level increases. Good. Ooh, Thin Air. That's an excellent ability. You can do a lot of damage for not a lot. And I'll show that off eventually. Oh, Iron Curious. That's cool. Sell that. Stop it. The reason that I'm using the Staff of Ghent and not the Sage of Stone every time is because it saves time. Like, not everyone needs their HP back.
Millie learning that zoom spell actually makes this a lot easier. Now I can just scroll through the menu faster now that's on the left. Which is nice. Still needed to grind for those tuxedos. But this is a good way to make some decent cash if you need it. But over for Amos. Ah, and Gawain's martial art level increases, finally. And he learns multi-fist, so that's really good. So that should max that out, right? Oh, yeah. I'm very, very excited about this. This is my first major one that we got, well, one of the first major ones that we got done. Because now, Gawain is about to make Slimeopolis look like a joke. And I'll show you why here in a second. So with Gawain, we now want to do this. Let's definitely get his vocation changed. And this would probably be the vocation if I was going to keep using him. And if you want to keep using him, this is the vocation I put him in for the rest of the game. And that's Paladin. Look at that increase in attack power, defense, strength. Yeah, this is just no penalties. His defense goes up. Most importantly, his MP goes up, which is going to be very important for full heal to use that. So let's definitely make him a Paladin. That's awesome. And that's probably the vocation I'd keep him in for the rest of the game for sure. If you were going to keep using him, that's what I would do. How close are we to being done? Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Oh, he's almost done with Dragon. Oh, that's awesome. Nice. Nice. Don't care. No, that's important. So 20 more battles, and then, okay, great. Cool. That's real good. Cool. Let's see what we're going to do next. Okay, back at Alltrades Abbey, and I went and I got, I made Millie back into a mage. I want to show you a couple things. One, let's go ahead and equip the Happy Hat. Not only does it increase some actually, hold on. You know what I actually want to do is I want to give the Happy Hat to Ashlyn there. Slightly decreases her defense, but recovers some MP with every step. So let's get that on her. And because she's going to be one using most of it, because she's going to just tear people up in random battles and using her MP for that. While Millie's MP use is mostly going to be as support and healing. So let's go ahead and give Millie the Golden Tiara. Yeah, so that'll be a good increase in defense for her. Yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, cool. And now, next thing I want to do is let's go show you Goober there. Okay. Let's take a look. Who's up for a party? Let's see. And there's Goober right there. So he starts at level 20. He actually learns some pretty neat abilities. He starts off with mid-heal, so and some good defense. So he is a good defensive character. If you want to end up using him, you can. Healy will be helpful for the final battle and all that good stuff. So, okay. Yes, Gawain, you have done a hell of a job. I'm proud of you, buddy. I will bring you back into the party a little bit later. But you get to... Why do you not have the Trailblazer bandana equipped? Well, actually, you're not going to really matter because... Well... Yeah, I'll equip it just in case. Okay, there we go. All right. Gawain, you've done a hell of a job. I'm proud of you, buddy. But it's time for you to be left behind. And you've done a hell of a job. I'll bring you back in when I need you to go get that second metal slime. So I do some grinding there. So, no, I'm good. And now, Nevin, you welcome back. You've done a great job hanging out with the slimes. I appreciate you. You are back in the party. All right. Awesome. Yeah, thank you. No, we're good. No, we're fine. No, we're fine. Okay, great. Very good. All right, so I just wanted to show that now that Gawain's done, he's outlived his usefulness, got me a Metal King shield. Yeah, so now let's get back to the grinding. All right, let's do it. Yeah, when it's time for me to go get that second Metal King shield, I may have to do a little bit of grinding with Gawain, but I can do that a little bit later. Yes, thank you. Amos, if you could peep it for me. There you go. All right, well, let's go to work. Okay, they're stunned because they see a dragon. Man, whooping that ass. It's good. It's good to have Nevin back as well. Having him working on some stuff. I'll definitely be having him work on more stuff post-game. So we'll definitely be working on that. There you go. Very good. And now let's go. I think this should do what I want to have happen with Carver. I believe. And there it is! Carver has mastered the dragon vocation. And he learns cold breath. Okay, before I go swap him out, well, actually I'll go swap him out real fast. And then I will show you this because, yeah, because I want Carver working on some other stuff because he's eventually going to work on a different vocation. Now he can turn into the dragon anytime he wants, and I'm going to have him do that for the final battle. But for now, and that only took 4 battles to do that, so that's fine. So let's get back to Alltrades Abbey. And now I want Carver to start to get back working on, and I'll show you this here. So remember how Carver became a dragon, and he's currently a dragon, right? So he's got that mastered, so that's great. Yep, great. So let's change his vocation since he's mastered the dragon. Obviously, I'll be using that for the final battle. Also, I believe that gives it a plus 20. It gives it maybe it's his HP. I'll double check and see. I know you get an HP boost when you master dragon. But let's get him working back on martial artist so that he can finish that up as well. Because I eventually want to get him going on gladiator, which he needs to master both warrior and martial artist. So, but I wanted to get the dragon one done, and you'll see why here in a second. There you go. I think we're good with everyone else for now. Yep, we're good. Awesome. Nope, we're good. All right, so now let me show you what we can do with cold breath. This is fun. You thought Carver was a machine. Now, watch this. No. Damn it. Ugh. Sorry. I want to go to Hangleton. I want to go to the Spiegelspire. There we go. Good game. Proud of you. Very nice. All right. All right. Amos, peep us in. Or BCSBuster, doesn't matter. All right. Oops. Now watch this. Perfect. Okay, so I'll defend. Carver, a chilly breath attack. Watch this. Fine. Yeah, now I can use cold breath. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's pretty freaking sweet. Okay. All right, let's do it. Now we should go back to my regular grinding. Yeah, Carver's even... Now Carver can just... He can destroy anybody in his path now. Like, it's crazy. I'm almost done getting the sage. Sage vocation. nice to have Nevin working on stuff again, too. Because I need to get him going on some stuff, which I will. I got a level for Ashlyn. Great. A level for Terry. Hey, Amos's thief level increases. Ooh, and he learns Snoop. So I think what's good about Snoop is... Oh, and he's maxed that out. Okay, that's cool. Locates hearing curiosities through the power of magic. I'll have to check and see what that does. I can't remember exactly what that does, but... Okay, so with that one, now what I want to do is we need to get him started on another vocation. So let's get going with that. And now that Amos has mastered both Monster Master, Thief, and Merchant, he can now get going on his next vocation, on his level 2 vocation. Let's do that. I do want to change vocations. And with Amos, I now want to make him a ranger. Yeah. Now this isn't a great vocation. But it allows me to, it will allow me to get a very special item later in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and get this going. And he actually can learn some pretty good abilities with the ranger. So, nope, we're good. All right. Awesome. So let's get back to work. Aware of that game. There you go. Okay, awesome. Doing pretty good. I should be pretty close to mastering the Sage vocation, which is the goal. And you'll see why we do that here in a bit. Hey, and Amos learns Holy Protection. Nice. Yeah, so basically what that does is, yes, lowers the risk of being detected by monsters and keeps monsters away. So, another access to some magic water, which is cool. Hey, level for BCSBuster, I'll take it. And there it is! Finally, after 280 battles, BCSBuster has mastered the Sage vocation. Now watch this. Hehe. Kamikaze, Magic Barrier. Wait, hold on, has he mastered it? That might not be mastered it. Does he have to do one more? Hey, Terry learns double up, so that's good. Oh, wait, did they have to do one more? Oh, they do have to do one more. Shit, I thought they was done. Damn it. Okay. Alright, I thought he was done with that. Shoot. Sorry, my bad. I prematurely mastered the vocation. My bad. Oh, Lizzie was confused. I don't like that. Do something about that. Yeah, BCSBuster. Get her health back. Thank you. All right. Nevin learns Falcon Slash. That's helpful. I like that. He's almost good to go. Sweet. All right. And now Lizzie has learned Heave Ho. So she's rocking too. This is going well. She's almost mastered. Almost mastered, almost mastered. Yeah, this is good. I'm very pleased. All right. Carver's martial art level increases. He learns Pressure Pointer. He's coming along nicely as well. Yeah, this turbo mode makes this grinding so much easier. And actually worth doing. It doesn't take as long. Well, I mean, this whole grinding process is taking. All right, there it is. Millie's mage level increases and ranger level increases. Ooh, venom mist. So now we can actually poison enemies, which is nice. Poison's not a huge element in this game, so I'm not so worried about it. Not like in Final Fantasy games or stuff where you can poison enemy and basically get them in, have their HP constantly drained. The opposite of regen. Yeah, poison doesn't do a whole lot in this game. Alright, I don't notice my presence. Nice. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to think why I'm not stunned. Why the enemies aren't stunned anymore. That's because I don't have a dragon in my party. Well, I do, but I don't. I mean, I have a Hackosaurus, but the Hackosaurus is not in the dragon vocation. There you go. Doing good. All right, Terry's paladin level increases. Ah, and he learns Kaswoosh, which can be helpful. For sure. Yeah, doing good. Still not the one I care about the most, though. Yep. Alright, a level, I'll take it. And a level for Nevin. Don't really care about that, though. I wish there was a way you could see how many battles you have left to your vocation just kind of on the world map. I don't know if there is. So I'm racking up a ton of money. Well, not a ton, but a decent amount. And a level for Lizzie, good. Yeah, I'm happy when Lizzie gains levels, because we'll definitely be throwing her into the party when we go face Mortimer. All right. And Carver learns Heave Ho. And Nevin's warrior level increases, and he learns Hatchet Man. Awesome. I think that means he's done with that. Yeah, all right. Nevin's done with that. So let's get him on his next vocation. And I can also check and see how much longer I've got before actually, let's do that now real quick. See how much longer I got. Care. Actually, that's pretty good. Still 21 more battles, huh? Wow. Okay. 21 more battles and then we're done. Okay. Sounds good. So this will be a longer episode for sure, but I want to make sure that I got everything done that I'm going to need to be done. So, okay. Now we want to change vocation, because now with Nevin, we have mastered both the mage and the warrior, which means, yeah, now we can become an armed mentalist, and we can learn some of the best. Like, look at that increase in MP. We can learn some of the best abilities in the game. It's kind of like a mage-warrior hybrid. So a little bit less attack, a little bit less defense, a little less HP and MP, but this is a great class for him. there you go. All right. Sweet. Let's see. Everyone else, we're doing pretty good. All right. Very nice. Now let's keep going. This. All right, now we're back at it. There we go. And Nevin learns Flame Slash, which could be helpful. Go. All right, Millie's mage level increases. And Lizzie's martial art levels increases. And Amos's ranger level increases. So he learns safe passage. So finally, we have somebody that can do that. But okay. So now we can not have to worry about not dealing with those tiles, which can be nice. But all right. Well, now that Lizzie has mastered the martial artist vocation, it's time to get her on her next vocation. With her, I want to get her learning. Yes, I do. And with Lizzie, I want to get her on the paladin vocation because I want her to eventually learn forbearance. Because with forbearance in the dragon formation, I mean, she can withstand so much damage. It's unbelievable. So this is really, really good. Nope. All right. Good. How many more battles do we got? I should know this bit. 40, don't care. 25, don't care. Don't care. That's what I care about. 13. Okay. Okay, very good. So the next thing you're gonna and Nevin. Okay, so you'll see me get Nevin's next spell, as well as the Mastery of the Sage. Oops. What am I doing? All right, and then Lizzie has selflessness. Which actually, let's see what that does here. Step in to take a blow for a party member in peril. So that can be kind of useful.
And now Nevin learns oomph, so we have another party member that can boost us up. So that's cool. I have 3 now. Almost there. So close. All right, good. Moreras. Good. Finally, after 280 battles, BCSBuster has mastered the Sage vocation. Learns Kaboom and Kathwack. Ha ha ha! And so does Ashlyn. And that's all well and good. Like, that's great that the Sage level is mastered. I think you get a permanent boost of 20 MP as well. I think her max MP increases by 20 naturally, which is when you master the Sage vocation, which is again, that's all fine and good and terrific. But that's not really why I wanted to master this vocation. You thought BCSBuster was a badass now. And I know you do, because you're watching the LP, and that's all good. But you thought BCSBuster in this game, in Dragon Quest VI, was a badass before? Watch this. Because BCSBuster has mastered the Sage vocation, and this is one of level 2, well, I'll talk about that here in a second. This is one of the level 2 ones. So let's change the vocation. BCSBuster, because he has mastered Sage, can now master Become a Hero. Look at those increases in stats. Yes, so now BCSBuster has become a hero, which is by far the best vocation that you can naturally learn in the game. Only fitting that BCSBuster become a hero. And we are all good in that. That's so cool. So, this is what I wanted to do. So not only is he a village hero, he's the hero, he's the Prince of Somnia, all that good stuff. So now he is one of the single best characters you can get. Now the hero vocation, what that does is, and let me pull up my notes on that. Hold on a second, I'm pulling up my notes. So what the hero vocation does is, all you have to do is master one of 4 vocations. I believe it's the either the paladin, the sage, the paladin, the gladiator, and the elementalist. I think it's one of those 4. Don't quote me on that. But I think if he only masters one of them, he can become the hero. For everybody else, they have to master all 4 of the second level vocations before he can become the hero there. Before he can become a hero. So that's why you want to get him that. And the reason that I wanted him to become a sage first is because now he can excel in all situations. Not only, because he's not going to become a physical attacker again. I mean, look at that agility, all that good stuff. So not only is he going to be able to do that, but now he can now basically do anything. He can do physical attacks. He can do magic attacks. He can heal when needed. He can do all that stuff. So that's why I want to do that. So now he's basically able to whoop all kinds of ass. And now we are ready to go. But can we defeat Mortimer once and for all and bring peace to the world?
Or do we need to do one other thing first? You'll have to wait until next time to find out. Till then, this is BCSBuster signing off. Don't forget to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter at BCSBusterLP, follow me on Twitch, twitch.tv/BCSBuster. Check out all the ways you can support the channel in the video description below. Again, not only using those promo codes help save you money, they help me grow the channel as well. And until the next time we meet, take care of y'all. Yeah, we're a badass, baby. I am a hero.